Good morning, everybody. Movie Fan 2002 here. And as we all know, we are getting close to April 8th. And that night, at 9:25 p.m., the final episode of The Owl House, which is the third and final part of the Owl House series finale, Watching and Dreaming, will air on both Disney Channel and Disney XD at that time. And then an hour later, it will go onto YouTube. Then the next day, it'll go onto Disney Plus. And I'm sure, like everyone else, we're all hyped up for this finale. Now, usually in the past, when it came to my predictions videos for Thanks to Them and for the future, I did that before the full trailers came out, while there were a bit of promos. However, this week, something surprising happened. Turns out they released the full trailer, well, at least, although it's only like a 45-second trailer, like 2 weeks before the release, which is a bit surprising in my opinion, which I guess I could have understood why they did. I mean, the Ghost of Molly McGee is coming back that day, and they believe that some people will be fixated on that, so maybe that's the answer, I don't know. Or maybe it's because of the fact that the episode was completed a couple weeks ago, back on March 10th, which was also the final content that Dana Terrace made at Disney before she quit. So, now usually, like, in the other two videos, I would do my own predictions for my own theories. But now that the trailer's been out, I decided I'm going to switch it up a little. Do something a little bit different. Instead, I'm going to give you guys my prediction of how I think the episode's going to go down by breaking down what I think from what we saw in the trailers. Now, I'll even mention some things that weren't in the trailers that I think like who or what will be happening in there. Especially, of course, the ending. So anyways, let's get started. And obviously a place we should start as well at the beginning. Well, how I think it's going to open. Obviously, I believe the episode's going to open. Oh wait, who am I kidding? It's gonna open exactly where For the Future left off, where in the trailer we see a shot where the Titan's eye is shaking. This is obviously the start of the Collector's new game, and obviously they're gonna lose, and the others they're gonna get separated from the group. Also, a little fun fact to let you guys know is that this is the only time in the trailer that we actually see Camila, because after that we don't see her throughout the rest of the trailer. I don't know why. I guess they're saving it for the episode itself, but man, this is gonna be freaking intense. Yeah. Anyways, while that's going on, Luz, Ida, and King finally reunite with each other, and we finally get our long-awaited reunion. And yes, apparently they spoiled it in the trailers. Although, to be fair, I was a little bit conflicted on this at first, but I guess I don't really mind it. They didn't spoil all of it though. If anything, I would be more enraged if they showed in one of those one of the exclusive clips that they'll be showing it in the upcoming weeks to the episode. Anyways, obviously now with the collector being more. Obviously, the collector decided to show him some of his favorite games. One of them being a little Pac-Man version that was actually shown in the trailer, and yes, this is obviously in the collector back to his more sadistic side we saw in season 2B. I am hoping that they do reason with him, especially Luz and King. Yeah. Anyways, however, while that's going on, this is all a distraction for Bellows, where in the trailer, the first time we see him, he's still in Rain's puppet form body, and she's this will be easier than I thought, which I'll get to more on that pretty soon. However, also, if you're wondering why the episode's called Watching and Dreaming, well, believe it or not, I believe the collector is going to trap Luz, Ida, and King in their own nightmares, where King is trapped in his own in this random place. I think it's the island where he's from. I have no idea where he is. Luz is actually in the Emperor's Palace, in a world where she was the Empress because of her helping Bellows. Which, at first, I was slightly concerned about, if this was going to be a bit more of trauma for her, but I realized this is just a nightmare. This is just a nightmare portion for the episode. So, obviously, she will have to finally have to, confront it in order for her to face her fears and, become more brave and realize of who she truly is. Which, I'm okay with that. And yes, I know this is a nightmare because of a certain part that'll happen later in the trailer, and not to mention, and thank goodness that String Bean is with her. I'll mention that though. String Bean's actually with Luz in this sequence, so that's actually a relief for me. And what else? Oh, and I know it's a dream because there's this shot where Luz sees petrified versions of Principal Bump, Mytholomule, Basha, and a couple of other characters. I think one of them is named Morden, the person who gives the potions to Ida. Yeah, I think that's her name. His name. Yeah. Yeah. And yes, it's a nightmare sequence, and I know this because in the trailer Willow's telling Luz, like, you have to wake up, and she asks how, and they said you turn on the light, which is amplifying the light glyph. In fact, the glyphs is a promo art actually shows the light glyph. So this is obviously showing that like light will rise over darkness. Yeah. Oh, and interesting, they're all in like season 2 and season 1 outfits. Like Luz, Amity, Gus 100 when they try to like tell Luz she needs to wake up, like in that part of the trailer. Yeah, as for Ida, she's like trapped and she's like escaping the conformatorium in Harpy mode. And thank goodness she's in Harpy mode again, because like in For the Future, like the only time we see her in Harpy mode is like during the opening prologue. Yeah. Although, to be fair, I wonder how she's able to control the curse again, because like she had a hard time doing so in like in For the Future, because the Collector still thinks he's in beast mode. Okay, so yeah, some of the trailers obviously show them in their nightmare sequences, and they will find a way to get out of it. While that's going on, like the Hex Squad are trying to like free everyone from their, are trying to like get everyone out of the aisles. But what's interestingly enough is that that Gus and Willow are using glyphs for some reason, which makes me wonder, like, does that mean they're going to be using glyphs in this episode? And I hope it is part of the collector's game, because honestly, I do not want another Star vs. the Forces of Evil finale 2.0. Please don't go down that route, Dana. That finale sucked. This is the way superior show, and it needs to end on a high note. Please. Sorry, that's my only concern. I just don't want terrible. Just don't want it to go down the routes of that finale. So yeah, okay. Now I obviously do believe they will get out of their nightmares, obviously, because I have to go back to Bellows now. You see, Rain was able to finally get out of her puppet form, but Bellows is like trying to like control her from like a bottom half. You see, Bellows is trying to reach something. The heart of the Titan, which is actually in the throne room of the castle, which we see actually in a shot of the trailer when Luz wakes up in her dream sequence. Like, well, I wouldn't say wake up because, well, she's still asleep. Well, you know what I mean. Lilith will. Oh yes, and apparently it looks like some of the squad will be turned to puppets again, because Lilith is a puppet again, and turns out like the first shot of the trailer shows Amity trying to like draw a glyph with her puppet fingers. And yes, I know it's Amity because if you were paying attention to like her fingers in For the Future, you know that she has like pink nail polish instead of her usual black. Well, that's because she was dressing up as Hecate, but I guess that's possibly the reason why. Oh, yes. Of course, going back to Bellows is trying to possess the heart of the Titan, and there's this moment where like I think King and Ida are out of their dream sequences, which looks like it most likely will be, although then again, the trailer is obviously not showing us like if this is true or not, but if I gotta take a guess, I think it has to do with Bellows is definitely possessing the Titan, because we can see eyes around it, which is probably going to be like a slow process. Anyways, and also there is this line in the trailer when Luz says, "You know this can't last forever." Now, yes, to the audience, this means like, yes, the show can't last forever. But in terms of the in-universe standpoint, I think she's talking to the Collector. And of course she's not talking to Amity, because Dana Terrace is not going to break them up. Seriously, Dana Terrace worked so hard to keep these two together. There's no way she would break up a couple as perfect as Lumity. Nuh-uh. Oh, and but if there's like then there's like this moment like in the, I think it's like either in the dream sequence or like in reality where where Ida and King are in this rage mode, like, and they're like glowing, and their eyes are going red and blue, and I think it's reality because, well, their tears are shedding. Mostly like they think a character is dead, but that character will be back. Oh and yeah, I'll be getting to that pretty soon. Now, obviously, I do believe they will be able to like get out of the nightmare sooner than later, because with Bellows possessing the Titan, I have no doubt that the final battle will be a battle between Titan and Bellows. And if we are doing a Titan Bellows final battle, does that means that it looks like King is about to go into a kaiju style battle and fight him, while at the same time the Collector, like, after she reasons with him, will join together with everybody by freeing everyone and help them stop Bellows from taking down the Isles. How will they be able to at least stop Bellows while trying to prevent the Titan from being destroyed? I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Like, oh boy, like, that's actually gonna be an intense finale, but I'm just so excited to see how that goes. Oh, and please, I hope Camila is okay. I mean, I think at best she's gonna be like in another. I think at best she's possibly gonna be like hiding out like in the castle or something, like at the Collector's palace, while she tries to help them and maybe like confront Odalia, or she's probably gonna be a puppet. But one thing is for certain, I hope it. Please, Dana, please have Camila and Ida meet each other at last. I really want to see them. I mean, come on, this is something we've been anticipating for quite some time now. It's time for these two to at least meet each other. Yeah. There is also this shot where Luz is like looking at a photo from like one of the first days she was there in the Isles, and I'm guessing this is outside of the Owl House. I don't know when this will happen, so I'll let you guys decide, like, when do you think like that will happen, like in the episode. I'm guessing it's gonna be somewhere towards the middle / endish, like after they get out of their dream sequences. Now, oh, and there's also, and the last thing I think I recall from the trailer is that Luz is reaching out her hand towards the portal. For a second, I thought it was like they were like reusing like a different shot from Thanks to Them, but now I'm thinking like this might be like possibly like either near the end of the episode, like when she's like feeling conflicted, like if she wants to stay in the demon realm or not, or she's going to the in-between realm intentionally to find that in-between realm Titan. Which, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say it's possibly the latter than the former. But then again, we'll have to wait and see. But I do hope it is. Hope I am correct. Anyways, another thing I gotta talk about is Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Wait. What's going on here? Eliza Grande, what an unexpected surprise. Wait, what the? Dr. Doofenshmirtz, what the heck are you doing? I have a special message I just need to tell all you guys about. Okay, because you all know about the Owl House finale, I just thinking to myself, why not put something videos and verbally before it in order to get people hyped up for the revival of the series that will be coming out on Disney Plus sometime next year. Behold! I put in a Phineas and Ferb movie before the Owl House series finale! In a door. When I push this button, I'll figure out which movie from Phineas and Ferb timeline will come in before the Owl House series finale. Let's see which one comes in. There we go. Goddess, I got the universe, but that movie's only been out for 3 years now. Oh, well, it hasn't been on Disney Channel yet, so let's put that before the Owl House finale. Okay, are you done? Because I gotta finish this video up. Yes, I'm pretty much done now.
But wait, there's more! There's not really any more, that's about it.
Okay, thank you, Doofenshmirtz. But considering that she did mention about timing, there is one other thing I should bring up before I discuss about the ending, like how I think the show is gonna end, at least after the whole big battle. You see, a few days before the release of this episode, obviously on April 5th, the Super Mario Brothers movie, woohoo, will be coming to theaters. They're moving it up 2 days earlier because, well, because most people will probably be at Easter parties that day. Like, they'll probably be watching this episode that day as well, because for people who didn't get to see it that night. So there's something I want to tell you guys. If you guys are Mario fans are also Owl House fans, I'm letting you guys know this. Please, I really want both the live screening of the live episode to at least get numerous views on both Disney XD and Disney Channel. Seriously, this is the final episode we're talking about here. This is pretty much the last time we're gonna be with these characters. So it will be very emotional. You can still see the movie. I'm not stopping you guys from seeing the film. In fact, I'm gonna be seeing the movie the day before the finale on April 7th. In fact, I have yet to reserve the seats. But what I'm saying is that I don't want any of you guys who are Owl House fans to miss a big event as crucial as this. So yeah. Anyways, but back on to this here. But now, alright, of course, the ending. So, how do I think it's going to end? Well, like I said, while Luz might be conflicted about staying in where she belongs, I believe her mother's gonna let her stay in the demon realm, but she'll have the option to visit her mother whenever she wants. Why? Because King has Titan's blood and they can make a new portal door now. So, and also you gotta keep in mind, Dana doesn't like the phrase happily ever after. She doesn't like that doesn't mean she doesn't like happy endings in general. So, the ending will still have a happy ending. Plus, it's Disney, so of course it's gonna have a happy ending. However, with that said though, that doesn't mean that there won't be any deaths. So before I talk about what I think the ending will be, more of it, who do I think is possibly gonna die? Well, Bellows is obviously gonna die, and depending how he will die, I have a couple theories to that. One, it could be from Luz, because considering that she'll be wearing her Azora outfit during the final battle, I hope that'll be the case, I hope we'll get a reprise version of the "Now Eat This, Sucker" from the very first episode, which will be a very great callback, and of her story has come full circle. Or it will be from Hunter, because after years and years of being traumatized, I think she should be the one to defeat him for good, which might possibly lead to Hunter's real downfall. Yeah, if I gotta predict any of the kid characters who might die permanently, it might be Hunter, which, as much as I really don't want that to happen, it might possibly will. Or it might be Lilith, just as a sacrifice in order to, after making her biggest mistake of cursing her younger sister a few years early, when she was very young. It would give her a massive closure. Plus, there are some fans that still don't like Lilith, so maybe this could possibly at least finally make them feel sorry about calling Lilith a not so good character. Yeah. Any other characters that I think? Yeah, those are I think all the characters. The other characters I think will probably like Luz or someone else. They'll probably have a fake out death. Stringbean is definitely not gonna die though. They're not gonna kill off Stringbean. I mean, they just introduced Luz to her. She'll be okay. Yeah. Now back to the actual ending. I think the ending is actually gonna end with a time skip years into the future, which I have a few options for that. One, it'll be a Rita wedding where it will show Rain and Ida getting married, or it'll be or it must be years later where Luz and Amity are getting married, or it will be years later into the future where they're finally parents and they have their own daughter. And yes, I'm talking about Luz and Amity. And yes, I do believe they'll name her Azora. So yes, that's how I think it's going to go down. But then again, that's from what I think. You guys can share your predictions down below in the comments. So, there we go. That's my. Sorry if this video went a little bit longer than expected, but I just really had like a lot I wanted to like talk about. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed it, and let me know what you guys are looking forward to seeing the finale, and also who is your favorite Owl House character? I'm interested to letting you know. Anyways, so yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video comes, if you'd like to stay part of this channel, all you have to do is click that subscribe button down below, like this video if you really enjoyed it, and until next time, peace and take care. And remember, us weirdos gotta stick together.